Okay, to summarize this segment of the class on log linear taggers, these were the key ideas. The first key idea was to directly model the conditional probability of any tag sequence conditioned on a word sequence using a decomposition where we have a product of terms. We have a product over positions I equals 1 to n, and at each point we condition the value for the ith tag on the previous two tags and on the entire sentence being tagged. This left us with a modeling problem, the question of how do we actually model these conditional probabilities. We're conditioning on a lot of potential context here. There are many potential features that might be useful. And so the second key idea in log linear models was to estimate these terms using log linear models that made quite rich use of features, looking at the current tag, the previous two tags, and potentially really arbitrary context of the surrounding words. The final insight in log linear models is that for a given test sentence W1 through Wn, we can use the Viterbi algorithm to find the highest scoring or the highest probability tag sequence. And we can use the Viterbi algorithm because we do have this Markov style assumption in these models that the ith tag depends only on the previous two tags in the context. Finally, the key advantage over hidden Markov models is really the flexibility in the feature definitions that log linear taggers can use. We are now empowered to make up all kinds of features which look at the current tag and the previous history, where the history consists of all of this information. So for example, it was very easy to incorporate prefix and suffix features about words, or information about the previous word or the next word when we're tagging the current word. All kinds of other features of the input sentence and the surrounding context. And this really is a key reason for preferring log linear taggers over hidden Markov models. The downside, of course, is that they're slightly more complicated in terms of estimation. The parameter estimation method for log linear taggers can be a little bit more complex and can be a little bit more computationally expensive, but in general it's worth the extra effort.